Hey guys, hope everybody's well. So, sorry I look a mess. I just came from an outside walk and early morning, sun is bright, it's beautiful outside. And as I was walking, I don't know why this thought came to me and I just wanted to share it. So, I think we've all watched enough shows, kind of murder mysteries, whatever, or because you just generally know about word etymology. We've all heard the word dismemberment and we know what that means. But have you ever really thought about what the word remember means? I feel like so many of us are out here kind of waiting on a savior. I've talked about this a couple times now. But kind of if you look back at our ancient ancestors and kind of what our ancestors taught us as far as kind of spirituality, kind of so much power is just kind of within us and just in our kind of ability to tap back into who we are and who we were. And what that means to me is kind of our ancestors. So often we hear people who are in the conscious community talk about paying homage to their ancestors. But really think about it. If demember is to take somebody's body apart, and basically that kind of takes the life out of them, to remember is to kind of, when you remember somebody, you think about them, you are recreating them in many ways. And in recreating them, you're kind of pulling back that energy, that life force that came with them. All of it, of course not. But when we talk about kind of the power that lies in who we are, the power of calling on our ancestors, I think a lot of us in our minds have always thought, oh, that means thinking back to the time of the pharaohs and pre civilization, et cetera, et cetera. And while some of that's true, I think when I think of the ancestors, I do think of that time. I think that remembering ancestors also, for me, I had an Aunt Frankie who I love, who died a little over a year ago. I still to this day regret that I didn't know she was going to pass away. And so she left me a voicemail like a week before, and I could still hear it so clearly. Hi, Kim. This your Aunt Frankie. Call me. Like just I can hear that. It's almost like she's standing right next to me saying that. When I could think of my grandmother Lou and sitting on her front porch, and she had this great little house that had all these little tiny closets in it, and we as kids used to love to go into the little short closets and play hide and seek. We used to love to sit on her porch. She used to make great bologna sandwiches for us. um, I'm remembering her. And when I remember her, it recreates her. It's pulling her back together. It is recreating her in the now. It is pulling her life force back together and that life force brings energy and benefit to me. And so I just wanted to share that with you. So have you really thought about and really, spend some time thinking about what the word remember means? And it kind of, for some of you guys who want to go deeper, it really goes way back. I mean, you can go back, if you want to the story of Asar and Set, and Set and kind of Set killing his brother and his wife Asar, or Isis, therefore having to kind of, she remembered his body, put all the pieces, all 13 of the 14 pieces she could find back together and bound them. And that's kind of where the first so-called mummy came from. But in general, and when she did that, kind of digging into the story more, but basically he kind of came back to life. And even coming back to life, like his son is the re-embodiment of him. And so again, I don't know, maybe it's just a thing with me, but I'm just kind of on this personal journey of trying to learn more about myself, and so much about what I feel like I'm looking for is kind of already within me. And it's tapping into people in my family or elders just in our community and what they know, what they remember, what they were told, what they saw, experienced, smelled, tasted, felt, etc., kind of in their youth. And so the word remember, I don't know, again, maybe just because the sun and it being kind of the ultimate source of energy and knowledge, that was something it planted in me and I wanted to share it with you. So especially for those of you guys who maybe are at a point where you've lost somebody recently and you're still kind of struggling through the human emotion of kind of mourning and grief, just kind of, again, remember. And with remembering, you are recreating that person. I can't see the win, but I know it's there. It's the same thing with people who have passed on. And I could tell you that, but that's something that you're going to have to come into on your own. So have a good day, everybody. Talk to you later. Bye.